ख्वाब होता है कि ना we go abroad, do our higher education, and further get a job abroad, maybe settle down, get a quality life internationally as well. So this is an incredible opportunity, a pathway to a world-class education in Vancouver, Canada, and I'll tell you more about it. As a student myself, ना I am more excited about it, so I will share more information with you जो शायद आप लोग आगे चल के ना समझना चाहेंगे, but I will share as much information जो मेरे पास है to share with you. So basically these are the questions जो students or parents पूछते हैं. How do I get an international education abroad in a top studio, uh, and even getting a job in a top studio? और कितना कॉस्ट होता है ये बाहर पढ़ने के लिए एक इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट में या यूनिवर्सिटी या कॉलेज में? कौन सी बेस्ट कंट्री सिटी है टू परस्यू दिस हायर एजुकेशन इन एनिमेशन, वीएफएक्स, गेमिंग? फर्दर, व्हाई वैंकूवर इटसेल्फ? व्हाट इज सो ग्रेट अबाउट वैंकूवर? How is studying at Vancouver CEA college beneficial for a student? And उसकी कोर्स फी कितनी डिफरेंट है, उसकी प्लेसमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज कितनी बेटर है, उसके फैकल्टीज कैसे हैं, और अपॉर्चुनिटी क्या है टू अर्न वाइल स्टडिंग in the 2 year program. And further, can I apply for a PR, which is personal residency, or citizenship to Canada? How is that an option for me? Another is, how do I apply? Once I'm convinced that, okay, CA is something that I want to do, how do I apply to Arena pathway? And further, what is the total money that जो मेरे parents खर्च करेंगे in terms of tuition fees, stay, food, travel, etc. And what is the initial amount that I have to kind of pay to the university, and kind of arrange my bank balance to show for my visa application? What is the things that you need to understand? Okay. Would student visa apply? Could students apply on their own for Canadian visa? क्या documents required होते हैं visa application के लिए? What is the comparison of tuition fee of Vancouver CA than any other kind of international institute? And what is the eligibility to apply for, let's say, the January batch? This is the first batch that we're looking at. There are 3 batches: January, May, and September. In terms of intake. So let me start with Vancouver itself. Vancouver, Canada, is on the west coast. On the well, जैसे मुंबई है ना वेस्ट कोस्ट में, वैसे ही वैंकूवर कनाडा का वेस्ट कोस्ट में है. एंड इट इज कॉल्ड दी हॉलीवुड नॉर्थ बिकॉज सिमिलरली जैसे कनाडा वेस्ट कोस्ट में वैंकूवर है, वैसे ही यूएस के वेस्ट कोस्ट में लॉस एंजलिस है, विच इज द प्लेस जहाँ पे हॉलीवुड है. तो हॉलीवुड इज ऑब्वियसली, हॉलीवुड के नॉर्थ में वैंकूवर आता है, एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ द नॉर्थ अमेरिका. एंड यहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा एंटरटेनमेंट का बिजनेस होता है और काम होता है. So Vancouver is known as the world's #1 hub for animation, VFX, and high-tech industries. So it is actually established itself as a truly world-leading kind of city for VFX and animation talent and technology. It has the largest cluster of animation VFX studio in the world. Vancouver is known for animation VFX studios. एक ही city में इतने सारे studios is something to be famous about. Close to 100 plus entertainment, media entertainment businesses is close to 1,000 plus in Vancouver itself. So जैसे महाराष्ट्र है उसके अंदर पुणे is a city, वैसे ही you have British Columbia जिसमें Vancouver is a city. So over 42,000 jobs are generated by film and television production only in British Columbia, जिसमें से 80% jobs Metro Vancouver में होते हैं. So that is how important Vancouver is for British Columbia as a state. Vancouver is like the deep place for anybody who's in the animation, VFX, gaming space. Whether you want to pursue an education, or whether you want to pursue kind of a job, because they have the studios who are doing amazing work in terms of animation, VFX, and gaming projects. Similarly, like Pune is kind of a student city, जहाँ पे it is student friendly, it is safe. वैसे similarly, Vancouver is a student city, and जहाँ पे from students across the world come down for kind of pursuing a higher education in animation, VFX, or gaming. This is what I was talking about, a hub for animation and VFX and gaming studios. So you can actually see you have DNEG, Animal Logic, Method Studios, Sony Picture Imageworks, ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, Microsoft Studios. So Hothead, all these are kind of amazing, top of the line animation VFX studios in Metro Vancouver, where the campus of Center for Entertainment Arts is located. It is in the heart of Metro Vancouver, the heart of Vancouver city, and uske aas-paas you can actually see all these studios are part of surrounding the campus. And that is the advantage that the student of Center of Entertainment Arts gets, because they have easy access to studios, they have easy access to people coming down, experts coming down from these top studios, and kind of doing master classes, seeing student works, exhibitions, and a lot many more. So this is the campus, which is the state of the art, 38,000 square feet area. It is, like I said, it is situated in the heart of Vancouver, which is the hub of the creative industries. They have top industry advisory board members from animation, VFX, and gaming. I'll discuss about that in detail later. The most important thing, it has the best industry experience faculties who have worked on movies like Avengers, movies like Jurassic World, and so many more. Okay, whether in animation projects or in Hollywood VFX movies or renowned video games. This is the campus that they have. They have a lounge area, foundation labs, classrooms, state of the art hardware and software. Plus, you can see on the top right, there is a 10 feet statue of Thanos. A 10 feet statue of Thanos gifted by the person who actually made animated Thanos, which is Jan Kramer. He is on the advisory board. He gifted this 10 feet statue of Thanos to CA campus, and they take pride in kind of showcasing it. Jan Kramer also does a lot of master classes and workshop for the students. Jan Kramer is the head of animation of digital domain in Vancouver. So imagine a person like him being associated with Center of Entertainment Arts. Like I said, events and exhibitions for students. They obviously see talent, now your works, student works, and identify you. And you have master classes by all the experts from studios all around Vancouver. So there is a question where now students would ask, can I apply directly to Langara or Vancouver Center for Entertainment Arts? Firstly, I want you to know it's a public institution. It is part of the Langara College. It is called the Vancouver Center for Entertainment Arts. In short, it is called CEA, Center for Entertainment Arts. If you want to apply directly to yeah, Center for Entertainment Arts, you can, but they have a set standard of a kind of a portfolio. So if that portfolio is not up to the mark, they will want you to do a 1 year foundation in entertainment arts certificate from CEA, which is the cost is tuition fee is 20,000 Canadian dollars, which is 11 lakh rupees. And at the end, you create a portfolio and further select what you want to pursue, a 2 year diploma, advanced diploma program, whether it's in 3D animation or in visual effects or in game design. So obviously, most of the time, the student has to do a 1 year foundation program until unless he or she is extremely skilled in terms of portfolio, in terms of kind of their show reel that they have. But you obviously, if you have to pay 20,000 Canadian dollars to create a portfolio at the start of, now you have to do a 1 year foundation program most of the time. followed by the one year foundation program. You have to select, like I said, any of the three streams: advanced 3D animation, advanced visual effects, or advanced game design. The tuition fee for that is 65,000 Canadian dollars, which is 36 lakh rupees. So in total, if you go directly, you're paying 11 lakhs, you're paying 36 lakhs. Overall tuition fee of 40. Somebody is talking in the background. Sorry. So the total tuition fee,
Yeah, I'm muted.
yeah. So the total tuition fee, if you go directly, is 47 lakhs. So what is the benefit of going through an arena pathway to CEA? Now, in terms of tuition fee as well. First of all, if you apply, if you're an alumni of Arena, okay, you've done a career program, a 2 year program with us, whether it's a WIP animation or a WIP VFX or an animation prime or a VFX prime, you obviously have passed out through Arena in the last 5 years. You can apply for a 100-hour bridge program, which is mostly called a portfolio development program for 100 hours. We have assignment based 100 hours sessions wherein you create a portfolio which is at up to the standard of what uh, CEA is looking at. Okay, so we actually help you, enable you to create a standard quality portfolio which gets you into a year diploma program. So that means you forego that 1 year uh, foundation certificate program, which obviously would have costed you 11 lakhs. And you obviously are applying for a 100-hour program as such. Secondly, once you pursue 100 hours or 240 hours, 240 hours is for a new joinee, somebody who's a new joinee. And so if you do 100 hours or 240 hours and pursue a 2 year diploma program, you get a scholarship discount being an Aptech Arena student of 19,500 Canadian dollars. One Canadian dollars is around 55, 56 rupees. So instead of paying a tuition fee of 65,000 Canadian dollars for 2 years advanced diploma program, you're actually paying 45,500 Canadian dollars. That is around about 25 and a half lakhs. Now you can say 25, 26 lakhs. Okay. So actually you're saving 11 lakhs being an arena student. You get a scholarship discount here. And plus, you instead of paying 11 lakhs for the foundation certificate, you are obviously pursuing a 100 hours program. So this is like a comparison sheet in terms of tuition fees. The 1 year foundation program, the Canadian, like I said, 20,000 Canadian dollars or 11 lakh rupees if you go directly. 2 years of advanced diploma program, if you go directly, 65,000 Canadian dollars. A total of 47 lakhs is the tuition fees. Okay. But if you go through an arena pathway, then either you do 100 hours or you do 240 hours if you're a new student and you get a scholarship discount. So in total, the tuition fees is anywhere between 27 to 29 lakhs, depending whether you've done a 100 hours or you've done a 240 hours. So top right, you can see you actually saving around 18 to 20 lakh in terms of tuition fees. Okay. Now obviously in terms of cost, besides the tuition fee, there is a kind of a stay cost as well as food, travel, all that cost that you incur in Canada. So on an average, a middle class, that means you are sharing an apartment and you are having a kind of mobile with a data as well as your travel, bus pass, food, groceries, all that included is around about 10 lakhs. Now, on a average, which is 10 lakhs per annum. So this is what now if you look at the cost of arena pathway over and above 27 to 29 lakhs, you obviously are spending 10 lakhs per year. That means 20 lakhs for 2 years. So around about 47 to 49. Let's say 50 lakhs is what your total cost would be studying at Vancouver, Canada. Okay. And I'll tell you more about what you can earn there. Normally, when you are earning while you're studying, you can work for 20 hours in a week. during your course of the program and 40 hours during vacation time at an average of 15 to 20 Canadian dollars per hour. So you can easily cover your living cost. Stay, food, all that living cost in Canada per year is covered in terms of your work, working there in either 20 hours in a week or 40 hours in a week during vacation time. So that is covered. But if you go directly, you are obviously spending 10 lakhs more in terms of the living cost. But this is what you save in terms of if you're going through Arena. So 18 to 20 lakhs kind of fees that you save in terms of studying from Arena. Plus, this 2 year diploma program, advanced diploma program, is actually giving you, making you eligible for a postgraduate work permit for 3 years. So you can stay in Canada and,
Puneet,
yeah, hello.
Puneet, sorry to interrupt. I
Yeah, yeah,
wanted to just run a short poll here
yeah, sure.
for students.
काय
It will
लाईव्ह मीटिंग
be
चालू
a
आहे का
20-second poll. So, students,
Sure.
I'm going to launch choose one of the three options that is coming on. So, can you see the poll, everybody? The poll is, which specializations would you be interested? Animation, VFX, or gaming? So I would want everybody to make a choice. So basically, this will give us some
Yeah,
information about what kind of portfolio you would be have to develop in the next. Puneet sir will explain why.
right.
Puneet, this will give you an understanding to focus on the specialization since we are going to
Exactly.
get answer.
Perfect.
So I'll see one. I
Yeah.
would request remaining 18 to answer.
ॲनिमेशनचं
Another 10 seconds. I'm stopping the poll in 10
क्लासेस
seconds.
बघायचं फक्त काय त्यांचा विषय ऍडव्हान्स करू
And
दे
I'm stopping.
ॲनिमेशन मध्ये
Yeah, the poll is ended with 51 people have answered. So, Puneet, out of the today's attendees,
Mm-hmm.
33 students are looking for VFX as
Okay.
the specialization.
All right.
I've shared the poll on the screen. You can
Yeah.
see that.
Yes.
13 people have said animation and 5 have said gaming.
Mm. Perfect.
So that gives you where our students are now.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, you can continue. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mostly gaming. Yeah. Okay. Can you remove the bar from the screen?
Yes, yes. It will get removed. Just a minute. Now,
Mm, no, it's still there. Hold on. Share. It says share results. Do I click on that?
no, I have already closed it.
It's showing on. Okay, let me close it off. Take it. Got it. Okay, so uh,
Yeah.
for all of you, ये 2 साल का जो प्रोग्राम आप कर रहे हो एडवांस डिप्लोमा इन 3D एनिमेशन और एडवांस विजुअल इफेक्ट फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ यू द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैनेडियन सिस्टम कि आप जब 2 साल का कोई प्रोग्राम करते हो इन कनाडा तो आपको 3 साल का एक पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन वर्क परमिट मिलता है which actually is in simple words that you can stay in Canada for 3 years and pursue a job. Okay. And the most important thing after kind of getting a postgraduate work permit and actually working on a taxable job for 3 years, in the first year itself, you can apply for a fast track citizenship or PR for Canada. Okay. So that's the advantage of the 2 year program, advanced diploma program, कि आप 3 साल तक आप stay कर सकते हैं and work कर सकते हैं in Canada. Okay. So, like I said, for the January intake, we are looking at alumni for the last 5 years. Career program, yeah, whether it's WIP animation or WIP VFX, or animation prime, VFX prime, and they can kind of enroll for our 100-hour program जो 3 different programs है. 3D animation portfolio development for 3D animation students who are pursuing this specialization. For most of you, that's 65% of them are looking at visual effects portfolio development, and now those who are looking at gaming or game design, advanced game design, should go for the 3D gaming portfolio development. There are 3 programs to pursue in the 100 hours, and which will help you create a portfolio, which enables you to kind of get your application and uh, enrollment to the 2-year advanced diploma program at CEA, Center for Entertainment Arts. For those who are new students, now they have to pursue an advanced program in visual and entertainment arts, which is a 240-hour program, but they are only eligible for a May or a September intake. The January intake program of 100 hours is for 2 months. The May and the September intake program for new students, which is of 240 hours, is for a period of 5 to 6 months. So that's the difference. And this is the program structure for 3D animation. We obviously take you through all this, make assignments. So you actually can see what is required in the assignments that you'll be making. So they're looking at now you guys kind of creating some characters, designs, and model sheets. They're looking at your some of your sketches also if you're really good in drawing, but that is not mandatory. But they want you to create some clay models, figure modeling, which is called being part of your portfolio, and now your 3D models and 3D assets that you'll be creating, and creating a final video of it. I have a sample of it here. Uh, Ashish, if this is lagging, just let me know. I'm just playing this.
Actually, Puneet sir,
Yeah,
one
sure.
second. Samir and Sagar, kindly mute yourselves.
Okay. So this is a portfolio. I'll just take you through in terms of what is required. This is a video portfolio. Obviously, there is character design and model sheet that the student. These are student works, Arena student works, which I've taken and made it into a portfolio. Sculpting with clay, some of the models, even cardboard models, digital painting, digital illustrations are part of it. Now, in terms of digital painting from sketch to no, final, these are some of student works of Arena, and 3D asset modeling. These are some of the asset models that students have created. Some are part of Creative Minds last year, and so this is what you will be actually creating. In terms of the entire work process, you'll be showing from wireframe to kind of, and some of you might be interested in the character modeling part, so you can show. All these are 8 to 10 student works is what is required for 3D animation portfolio development. And it includes, just for example, these are 3 works, not one. So these are 3 works. So you have to have a nice mix of 3D assets, digital painting, character design. So all these, this is like a sample for it. We had obviously we've shared it with the center, who can show you in detail what the sample is. We've shared this entire portfolio as a sample to CEA. If this is what you are creating, and this is at the end of 100 hours, you are bound to kind of be selected for a 2-year program. And we ensure during the 100 hours that the student gets to this quality of output. So this is your animation, 3D animation portfolio development. The visual effects portfolio development for most of you. You obviously understand the concepts of cinematography, photography, and all these are assignments based. So you will be doing some previs part, some live action shoot, CG asset creation, roto paint match moves. Most of you are already done this program. We'll ensure that the quality in terms of portfolio show reel is there. Like I said, this is another sample, 8 to 10 works. It also has some part of character design model sheet, some clay models. These are some clay models which are kind of painted as well. These are digital paintings. This is another asset creation for creative minds done by arena students. So it's a nice mix of, this is like a digital double that a student of arena from Bangalore had created of himself. And so all these are kind of, and plus we have a category called VFX compositing. So this is a student work of arena in that category of creative minds. So a nice mix of asset creation or CG creation and compositing plus digital painting, some artworks that you've done. So this is like a sample for um, our students. So this is another student work at Creative Minds. So you can see this in detail at the center as well. And this is the 3D game portfolio development. Similar show reel at the end of it, wherein you obviously create some kind of clay models, some kind of game assets, digital painting uh, in terms of layout, and the kind of weapons that you normally create in 3D for gaming. These are all kind of student creation of creative minds, arena student work. So this is like a understanding of what the showreel would be. We've already shared with CA. They are looking at exactly what you're seeing on screen. The kind of quality is required for getting into the 2-year advanced diploma program at CA. So these are the portfolio things. This is for new students, the kind of modules that they will cover in the 240 hours, and create a portfolio in terms of your specialization that you require, whether it's in 3D animation or in visual effects or in gaming as such. Like I said, they have 3 batches, January, May, and September batch. For the January batch, we are looking at alumni for the last 5 years in terms of career programs from Arena, and they will do any one of these portfolio development programs of 100 hours and apply for the January batch. For the new students, they can apply for a May or a September batch, applying for enrolling in a 240-hour program, which is called Advanced Program in Visual and Entertainment Arts. So this is like a progression from Arena to Canada. Very simple. You come to your Arena centers, enroll for an advanced program or the bridge program of 100 hours, get certified, create a portfolio, get an admission to CA in the advanced diploma program, complete your 2 years of advanced diploma program at CA, and you are eligible for a 3-year work permit in Canada. You can pursue that further and apply for a fast track PR residency to Canada. Similarly, the fees, the kind of benefits that you get in terms of discount, the January, May, and September batch. This is very important. In terms of admission requirement, either you have to be 12 plus, the 12 pass is one of the thing, or equivalent. Okay. There's another, we had a session last night with the experts from Langara, Vancouver CEA, wherein there's something very interesting which they shared with us. If you are 19 years and above, okay, then on a case-by-case basis, you don't require a 12 pass. Okay, you can apply to go to an arena center. If you're 19 years and above, you don't need a 12th pass. Uh, Plus, if you're not 19 years of age, um, then either a 10th pass plus some other diplomas which are equivalent to grade 12 is applicable, or if you are 12th pass, nothing like it. So that is one of the educational qualification that is a requirement. Second is the portfolio that they want to evaluate and kind of select. Third is the most important thing, which is a visa requirement, is you need to kind of clear the IELTS, which is an English language proficiency test, um, where you have to score 6.5 with no band less than 6.0. There's another detail I wanted to share with you is that there are different. There is a general category for IELTS and there is a academic category. So you need to apply for the academic category, which is also called the student direct stream category. Okay, SDS, and wherein you obviously have to score 6.5 with no band less than 6. There were some questions like if some student had scored 6 in English writing, so that student was eligible because he or she had scored 6, not less than 6. 6 was the score in terms of English writing. Um, and so these three are the main kind of admission requirements as such. Uh, I will tell you some more details in terms of student visa also. You need to kind of, these are the three things. You need to submit your application to the desired college through Arena. They will give you a letter of acceptance. Okay. You pay the tuition fees to CEA, which is the first year fees, or 30% of the fees, I guess. And further arrange and submit documentation for visa, get ready for your application of student visa, and you get a student visa study permit, which is uh, kind of a student study permit for studying in Canada. More detailed step by step Arena pathway. You enroll for advanced program or bridge program. You apply for IELTS. IELTS is most as in when you apply to the 100-hour program or the 240-hour program, we recommend that you immediately apply online for a IELTS test and score 6.5. If you don't succeed in scoring 6.5, you can apply again. That's not a problem. But you need a score of 6.5 with no band less than 6. In the 100 hours or 240 hours program, we'll help you create a portfolio. You'll be submitting your application to CA and now getting that kind of cleared. You pay the fees to CA. You receive a provisional letter of or a letter of acceptance. They call it a LOA, the letter of acceptance from CEA, and then you apply for a student visa for Canada. Getting a student visa, if you have all the documents like I told you, your IELTS score, your letter of acceptance from CEA, your 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, all your academic mark sheet, and if you are bachelor's, master's, or work experience, if that is applicable, you can get that. So that enables you to get a visa 99% times, 99.9% times. That's what the CA team told us, is when you obviously get your visa through these documentation submission, and further do your 2-year advanced diploma program and pursue kind of a job in Canada for 3 years, getting a 3-year work permit, stay permit, and apply for a fast track PR residency for Canada or citizenship for Canada. So these are the kind of a steps that आप लोग use करते हो to get to Canada and further pursuing it. Like I said, saying कि उनके faculties are so amazing. That is why this CA is known for. Their faculties have actually worked in movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, whether it's in CG or animation or VFX, Deadpool, Harry Potter series, your Lord of the Rings, Thor, web series like Game of Thrones or Lost in Space, a lot, many more movies. So the best thing is that you've actually been trained by the best of the best in the world, and these people have worked in all these studios across the world, across Vancouver itself. Like I said, Jan Philip Kramer, who's the head of animation of Digital Domain, he actually does master classes. He's the creator of Thanos, and now worked on all the Avenger movies. Um, you get experts from who teach you on modeling weapons for games or ZBrush, you name it. In terms of the studios, the top studios across Vancouver are, and the experts are getting coming to CEA and doing master classes, webinar sessions for the students. So that's the advantage that they get. Like I was talking about, there's an internship opportunity also during the program, uh, because of the staff at uh, CA who are actually who worked with the industry, who network with the industry on a regular basis. This is a great initiative, which is the kind of first in the world in terms of a university or a college, wherein students get to the opportunity to work in a live project. Okay, so they have already have Skybound North, Fish Flight, Animism. They're actually working on projects with Amazon, and no, they can't reveal the name of it until it's released. So the students are working in on different projects, and they're recommended by the staff themselves, the faculties themselves, to the studios to come down and kind of give work to the students, and they work as interns and they get paid as well during the job. They can work for 20 hours in a week, with these studios, and that's the advantage that a CEA student has of an internship during the course of the program as well. One of the kind of internship opportunity was is with you must have seen movies like series like The Mandalorian, or movies like Murder on the Orient Express. They use a technique called virtual production using the Unreal Engine. So one of the student actually assisted in the R&D uh, with the team at Animism, and you can see him bottom on the left with the team. And they now this is the opportunity that you get in terms of being a student at CEA. You get to work on a lot of amazing projects during the course of your program itself and getting paid as well. Like I said, advisory board members. Thomas is a double Emmy award winning VFX supervisor. Image Engine is the studio which actually he's associated with. He got Emmy for Game of Thrones series 7, season 7 and 8. Mohsen Mosawi as well. He's also an Emmy Award winner, VFX supervisor with Scanline VFX, who's obviously also associated with Game of Thrones. Jan Philip Kramer, head of animation, like I said, digital domain, now very closely associated with CEA, and interacts with the students on a regular basis. Tara, uh, part of Cinesite, hiring a lot of students from CEA. Kim Swift from Electronic Arts. Lisa she's an executive VFX producer, and she's soon to bring a lot more VFX studios to open up their shop in Vancouver. Armando from Ubisoft, Chris Wren from Electronic Arts, and you can see the names of these advisory board members and the studios they're associated with in terms of all the top animation VFX and gaming studios. And these are the ones who hire from CEA because they're associated with the CEA campus as well. So, like I said, the other employers, Scanline, VFX, Image Engine. Image Engine was associated with Game of Thrones. Sony Picture Imageworks was associated with the Oscar-winning Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. DNEG, Animal Logic, ILM, all these digital domain. These are like top of the line animation VFX and gaming studios where the student get an opportunity to get placed after the 2 year graduation in advanced diploma in either 3D animation or visual effects or game design.
So Puneet,
Yeah,
being on the same slide before you move ahead,
sure.
two questions which have just come up is
Mhm.
regarding the internship and the job. So you
Mhm.
mentioned that the students are able to work for 10 to 20 hours per week
20.
for internship.
Max of 20 hours.
20
That's
hours.
allowed. Yeah, max of
Max
20
of
hours.
20 hours
Yes.
under student visa before
Yes, yes,
completing
yes,
the program.
yes,
So
yes.
what is an average salary that they would get while they're interning?
Uh, that depends on the project to project basis. They, like I said, uh, 15 to 20 dollars hour is what they are getting as an intern.
As an
In-
intern?
Yeah, as an
Okay,
intern, they are
great.
getting 15 to 20 dollars Canadian dollars an hour. So if you're working for 20 hours in a week, you're looking at anywhere between 300 to 400 dollars Canadian dollars in a month. In a sorry in a
In a
week,
week.
and around about 12 1200 to 1600 Canadian dollars in a month, which is good enough to cover
Okay.
your living cost.
Expense.
Yeah, so like I
Great,
said,
great.
so 10 lakhs was what I was looking at, the middle kind of income living cost is
So
covered.
if I'm not wrong,
Mhm.
this is a basic pay even a master student
Yes,
get if they're traveling to
yes,
US as an intern.
yes, yes,
8 to 20 US dollars as an intern when they're a student visa.
yes, yes. Another
So
thing I want to tell you is key, being an
it's an
intern, firstly, this is something very unique in terms of CA. Not all colleges have that inside the, it's like part of their culture. And this is something very new that they've started with the students of CEA. And they want to pursue this. And a lot of other studios have kind of come down and told them, Ki, we want more students. And once they kind of associate with that student, they are likely to ask them on a regular basis, when is the student passing out, so that we can hire him in terms of full time. And with our students who have actually have some experience as well, now there's better opportunity of them getting an internship. And secondly, they can negotiate better in terms of when they're applying for a job. Okay, so that is the advantage of our students, alumni who want to pursue it, the 2-year advanced diploma. And another thing I want to add here is, when you join the last night, we had a discussion, a lot of questions regarding this, which came to the CA team as well. And wherein the question was, ki, what is the salary that normally a student gets at the end of the 2-year advanced diploma program. So they said that anywhere between 50,000 to 65,000 Canadian dollars, depending on the skill of the students, the kind of the scope of the work, specialization, and whether it's a small studio or a bigger studio. So if you actually see the tuition fee that the student is paying, which is 45,500 Canadian dollars for 2 years, you can easily cover that up in the first year of your now after 2-year advanced diploma. Once you graduate, in the first year of working in a student, you can easily earn back your return from investment, jo kehte hain, earn back your tuition fees, and the next 2 years is what you're saving as such. So that's the advantage of this program, and being trained by the best of the best in the world, getting employed in the best studios, and getting paid really well. So now that's the summary of it. Like I said, students are eligible to work part-time for 20 hours in a week while studying, and they can work for 40 hours during vacation time. Upon successful graduation, students are eligible for a 3-year postgraduate work permit, which obviously they have to apply. Now, the work permit has to be applied at the end of the 2 years, and they get a visa officer will give them a 3-year kind of a work permit. They can stay and work in Canada. That's the system in Canada for anybody who's doing a 2-year program. In summary, these are the images from Langara CA. Like I told you, a 10-feet statue of Thanos. They on the left, you can see Thanos being kind of decorated, whether it's Christmas. On the right, you can see students decorating Thanos as for Christmas. So now it's like a piece of statue, is a pride for students and staff at CEA, and a lot of activities that go on in CEA besides the training. and the state of the art hardware, software infrastructure that they have. So you're looking at a quality education at the Center of Entertainment Arts, followed by the best placements in top studios, because these are the faculties are the ones who already work in these top studios, and they are known to the staff of these studios. So they understand that if that faculty is training a student, the kind of quality training that the student is getting, and they obviously are looking at that student itself getting a placement in their studio. Parallelly, the internship that where they select the student as well gives them an understanding of the skill level of the student. So quality level of education, quality student life, like I said, it's like a student friendly city. A lot of students from across the world come to Vancouver. It is a beautiful place in terms of both outdoor activities, and during weekends you can actually have a great time with your friends. You can stay, share an apartment, and kind of lead a quality student life in Vancouver. It's the world's hub for entertainment, talent, and education. So that's the advantage of studying and kind of further working at Vancouver. So that's the summary that I wanted to share with you. Uh, and we can take questions now, Ashish.
Cool. So before we open the floor for questions, I have a second poll coming along. It will be on your screen live. I'll take another 30 to 45 seconds. And in the meantime, students, you all can also think about the questions. So the poll is there. It's a simple poll. It's in front of you. So just answer these questions. So it helps us to know how do we reach back to you. So please answer these questions. So we have 10, 11 answers received. 16 out of 47. Students, there's two questions. You need to choose an option. Great going. 24 out of 47 have answered already. So 25, 26. Come on, not really complicated. I'm going to extend the poll because I'm seeing students are answering. 32 of 47 have answered. 15 more to go. Another 20 seconds. 35 answered yet. So last 10 seconds left. Okay, I'm ending the poll. Thank you so much for participating, students. I'll just share the results so that everybody understands what we have received. So would you like to get more information on this? 30 people have said yes. And which batch would you like to go? 19 have said Jan 21, 4 have said May 21, and September have said 2021. So students, the ones who have said they would like to get more information and want to get back to in Jan 21, I request you all to reach out to us uh, through the numbers you have at Arena Tilak Road. You can reach out to either Pooja ma'am or Renu ma'am or myself to get the first point of contact, and then we will guide you to the right person. So Punit, over to you. And students, the floor is open for questions. Punit sir is here. He'll answer all the questions you have right now. Any questions, feel free to ask.
Any language can be asked for Marathi, Hindi, English. Students be free to talk in any language.
Yes, and also if you're not comfortable unmuting and asking, you can write it in the chat window. We will read and answer that question. If you want to get any of the slide to be pulled back so that you can discuss on it, I can definitely ask Punit sir to
Sure.
bring it on.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yes,
Hi.
yes, Shubham.
यस सर। सर मुझे सर एक मतलब क्वेश्चन था सर। सर जैसे कि मैं प्रेजेंटली तो अभी 12th में हूँ और मैं बोर्ड एग्जाम देने वाला हूँ नेक्स्ट ईयर में।
राइट।
तो जहां तक मुझे लग रहा है कि अप्रैल मई तक हो जाएगा और मैं सितंबर का बैच ज्वाइन करने का सोच रहा हूँ। तो
यस।
सर जो स्टार्टिंग जो होगी सर इस चीज की, मुझे बाई चांस ज्वाइन करना है, मैं प्रेजेंटली महाराष्ट्र में हूँ। तो सर इसकी फैकल्टी की मैंने बात की थी एक मैम से। तो उन्होंने मुझे बोला था कि जो डिग्री प्रोग्राम है वो बैंगलोर में होगा, महाराष्ट्र में नहीं होगा। तो फिर उन्होंने बोला कि आप बैंगलोर से अटेंड कीजिए, महाराष्ट्र से मत कीजिए। तो सर महाराष्ट्र में से कोई ब्रांच है जहाँ पे मैं अटेंड कर सकता हूँ और फिर कनाडा के लिए अप्लाई कर सकता हूँ, या फिर
नहीं
बैंगलोर से करना पड़ेगा?
नहीं, आप अरीना तिलक रोड से कर सकते हैं। ये डिग्री कोर्स, आई डिडंट गेट द क्वेश्चन कि डिग्री कोर्स।
शुभम, आपको कोई डिग्री कोर्स करने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप जो करंट कोर्स कर रहे हो उसी कोर्स को एड ऑन एक ब्रिज प्रोग्राम है जो आपका तीन
यस सर।
महीने में कवर किया जाएगा,
ओके सर।
जिसके वजह से आपका फर्स्ट ईयर जो फाउंडेशन कोर्स है कनाडा का, वो कंप्लीटली आपको इक्विवेलेंट प्रोग्राम हम पुणे से करवाएंगे, तिलक रोड से। इक्विवेलेंट सर्टिफिकेट मिलता है जिसके ऊपर आपको फर्स्ट सेकेंड ईयर कोर्स में एडमिशन मिलेगी। देयर इज
शुभ
नो रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर यू टू अंडरगो एनी डिग्री प्रोग्राम।
शुभम, अभी करंटली व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? 10+2 तो
सर
आप
मैं
परस्यू कर रहे हो। आर
यस
यू
सर,
आर
मैं
यू
अभी प्रेजेंटली 12th में हूँ सर, 12th कॉमर्स में हूँ, एपीएस खिड़की में।
ओके?
और नेक्स्ट ईयर बोर्ड दे रहा हूँ
सो यू आर बेस्ड इन पुणे।
सर। यस सर।
ओके, सो आपको डिग्री देने की जरूरत नहीं है। यू ऑब्वियसली कैन परस्यू 10+2 के जो आपकी मार्कशीट है उसके
यस
हिसाब
सर।
से यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर अ 5 months प्रोग्राम, जो आपका 240 आवर्स का प्रोग्राम है एट अरीना तिलक रोड। एंड ऑन completion of it आपका जो शोरील बनेगा दैट enables you to apply for a 2-year advanced diploma program at CEA। एक चीज़ और मैं बताऊंगा आशीष फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज एन एडवांस डिप्लोमा प्रोग्राम। इन टर्म्स ऑफ द मीडिया एंड एंटरटेनमेंट स्टूडियोज में नॉर्मली यू ना स्टूडेंट बोलते, जैसे स्टूडेंट का कहना होता है कि सर ये डिग्री है कि नहीं है। दिस इज एन एडवांस डिप्लोमा प्रोग्राम इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट्स। This is equivalent to 3 years college in Canada. Normally college in Canada 4 साल का होता है। This is equivalent, advanced diploma program is equivalent to 3 years। आपको फर्दर 1 साल करना है, आप कर सकते हैं एंड गेट अ फाइनल ईयर करके, 4th ईयर आप करके आपको डिग्री मिल सकती है एनी कॉलेज, वेदर इट्स लांगरा कॉलेज से आपको परस्यू करना है, वेदर सम अदर कॉलेज इन कनाडा यू वांट टू परस्यू, you can do that। But in our entertainment business, in terms of animation, VFX, and gaming, it's your show reel and your skill that is kind of more important than a degree। But if you still want to pursue a degree, you can work and still do a kind of a 4th year final year from Canada।
यस सर, वन मोर क्वेश्चन था सर। सर जैसे कि आपने बोला कि मतलब कि सर एक तरह से आप 5 months का नॉर्मली कोर्स होगा छोटा
Yes,
सा, इसके
yes,
बेसिस पे हमें कनाडा में परस्यू करने का मौका मिलेगा,
yes, yes।
ऐसा है?
इसमें शो रील आप एक पोर्टफोलियो बनाओगे, दैट पोर्टफोलियो
यस सर।
लाइक आई शोड यू इज इम्पोर्टेंट। वो पोर्टफोलियो इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर स्किल लेवल। पता लगेगा कि ये आपका जो पोर्टफोलियो, जो आपने काम किया है, आर्टवर्क्स जो है, आपके मॉडल जो है, वो एक स्टैंडर्ड क्वालिटी के हैं, ताकि आप एक 2 year एडवांस डिप्लोमा परस्यू कर सकते हैं। तो 240 आवर्स का प्रोग्राम इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू in terms of learning, now whether it's 3D animation or game design or visual effects, and further making a portfolio in it, ताकि आप एक अप्लाई कर सको 2 साल का एडवांस डिप्लोमा प्रोग्राम एट सीई।
सर क्या सर मैं एनिमेशन और वीएफएक्स दोनों के लिए अप्लाई कर सकता हूँ, या फिर सर एक ही पर्टिकुलर लेना पड़ेगा?
नहीं, एक ही लेना पड़ेगा, दोनों नहीं ले
है ना
सकते।
सर? सर क्योंकि आई एम बोथ इंटरेस्टेड इन एनिमेशन एंड आल्सो इन
I
वीएफएक्स,
would I
दैट्स
would
व्हाई
I
सर।
would like I would suggest go for visual effects, because visual effects में CG मतलब 3D में
यस सर,
assets,
सीजी है सर।
हाँ वो इम्पोर्टेंट है। तो आई वुड सजेस्ट रिकमेंड यू कि गो फॉर विजुअल इफेक्ट्स, ताकि आप 3D में अगर इंटरेस्टेड है तो वो भी कर सकते हो, जो इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ विजुअल इफेक्ट्स।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
मोस्ट वेलकम।
Hello. And Shubham, just to add to Puneet sir, one of our students, Puneet, I don't know if you're aware, one of our student named Himanshu Pal, he had already completed this process and applying in Langara,
Oh, great.
and he got admitted in the month of April.
Oh,
But
nice.
due to COVID, he couldn't travel.
Acha,
But
okay.
since he applied on his own, that
Mhm.
time Arena was not having any tie-up.
Right,
He had to complete 3-year program only. So he got admission into the first year.
right.
And
Oh,
I confirmed with him. He said the fees told were 85,000 Canadian dollars. Thanks to
right.
COVID, he did not
Mm,
go ahead with the process.
mm,
And now
mm,
he can directly take admission to second year because he's already a student. He just needs to do the bridge program.
right.
So he's in touch with me after we did the tie-up last month.
Mm,
So Shubham, you can do it after 12th, doesn't matter as long as you have an arena animation certificate and this bridge program showreel, you are entitled to go there and complete this admission process. So what best you all are going to save is entire 1 year of cost of living and the semester fees
mm.
due to the hybrid program that we have come across. Punit, also about the January batch intake, students can learn the first semester from India is what I had heard. Is that program still
On,
on?
yeah, online.
Can you
On,
add value to that?
yeah, actually, we were told that because of the COVID situation, you can actually pursue say the next 6 months for the January batch. You can opt for it to do it online. So you actually are saving the living cost in Canada as well. You can do it online. Any other question?
Hello.
Yeah, Piyush.
Yeah, sir. Hi, I'm Piyush. I'm currently working in VFX industry
Right.
as a BG prep artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to ask, like, what are the opportunities for the ones that are working in the industry in Canada?
देखो कनाडा में मतलब like I showed you, so many VFX studios, animation studios are set up already, and there are many more coming in.
Yeah.
So Netflix as well as Amazon are setting
Mhm.
up their kind of offices in studios in Vancouver, and now they're looking at more talent. That is one of the reasons why the Canadian government is more keen on this partnership with Arena specifically, because they want more talent from Arena to come down to Vancouver and now get placed with all these studios. So being an experienced person, first of all, you have better chances of getting an internship now during the course of the program. Secondly, like I showed you, whether it's Scanline VFX, whether it's DNEG, whether it's any other VFX top studios, ILM and all that, you obviously get access to now getting employed by these studios. Okay,
Yeah.
normally आप यहाँ से apply करते हो उसके comparison में when you're actually be trained by people who worked on Avengers, so the kind of quality training that you're getting from the faculty plus these studio, whether it's ILM, whether it's DNEG, whether it's Scanline VFX, they know that the trainer, your faculty, is actually has been part of their studio, and they know what kind of training that they impart to the students based on their skills. So you get a better opportunity to get employed in one of the top VFX studios. And being a एक चीज कल रात को we understood is normally India में क्या होता है ना कि when you're going for a job, one of your first jobs, so
Yeah.
the HR tells you, okay, ये हमारी salary है जी, uh, like, yes or no, you have to decide.
Yeah. Okay.
In CEA, you actually are negotiating now in terms of your salary. So your negotiation point of view say you can demand for more salary if you're very well skilled. And because they have scarcity of talent, ज़्यादा लोग नहीं है skilled, so they opt for people who have experience. So you can actually negotiate into a 65, 70,000 even salary, which normally uh, a fresher would be offered around 50. आपको 70, 70,000 Canadian dollars भी offer किए जा सकते हैं, depending on what is your experience level also. So
Okay.
it is a wonderful opportunity in terms of you're looking at a kind of a career abroad in one of the top studios. And further advantage ये है कि you can apply for a fast track citizenship also. Okay, क्योंकि being an experienced person, I'm sure that you will be getting an internship. I'm sure that during internship you will be proving yourself, and they will be waiting for you to kind of pass out and offer you a wonderful offer in their studio. And in the first year itself, you can apply for a fast track personal residency or citizenship to Canada. So that is the now incredible opportunity that you're getting now being part of this arena pathway and kind of studying at Center for Entertainment Arts.
Thank you.
Well,
So there are 2 questions asked on the chat.
mhm.
One by Sumit. Currently, I'm in 11. So can I do the course after 2 years? And second, does CEA Langara offer any privilege or scholarship for specially challenged individuals?
You can actually connect with Ashish or the center staff, and we can take your kind of application on a case by case basis. We can send it to
And
CA.
Rishi, as far as the scholarship is concerned, based on your show reel, colleges do provide scholarship because Himanshu Paul, our student, had received a scholarship of 10,000 Canadian dollars based for his work. And being part of Arena Animation franchisee, already you're getting a scholarship because the course is at a reduced price as compared to what you would have received at if you would have applied on your own outside of the Arena Animation bridge program. So in a way, you have already received a scholarship just by doing the bridge program. Correct, Puneet? If I'm
Yeah,
wrong, correct me.
yes, yes. So another thing I want to add here is because the cost is something that students and the parents are more concerned of. Okay, like I said, between 27 to 29 lakhs is what is the tuition fees, whether you do a 100-hour program or a 240-hour program. So let's look at say 30 lakhs का खर्चा है ट्यूशन फी पे. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आप जो प्रोग्राम अरीना से करते हो और प्लस 2 साल जो आप CEA से करते हो. उसके अलावा लाइक आई सेड जो भी आपकी लिविंग कॉस्ट है दैट इज कवर्ड जो आप इंटर्नशिप कर रहे हो. सो यू डोंट हैव टू लुक इनटू दैट स्पेसिफिकली. आपको जो बेसिकली जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो 30 lakhs का है. I would recommend, especially for the January batch people, to go for a bank loan. Okay, that bank loan जो है would actually help you in terms of, because either this is important because yesterday itself they said as per the visa norms, either if you have the money in your bank in the terms of last 6 months, अगर आपके पास उतना पैसा आपके पेरेंट्स के बैंक अकाउंट में है which is required to show, now that is fine. Otherwise, it is always recommended to go for a bank loan. क्योंकि बैंक लोन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मैक्सिमम वीजाज आर काइंड ऑफ एक्सेप्टेड. ओके, एंड जो 30 lakhs का जो आप बैंक लोन लेंगे in terms of tuition fees, like I said, you can easily recover that in the first year of your working in Canada. So now in terms of return of income, please don't be scared of that, because आप जो भी आप पे कर रहे हो इन टर्म्स ऑफ ट्यूशन फी, आप फर्स्ट ईयर की अगर आपको 50,000 की भी जॉब मिलेगी तो आप इजीली आप 45,500 आपकी ट्यूशन फी रिकवर हो गई है जो आप पे कर रहे हो 2 years की. So in terms of that, it is an incredible opportunity in terms of career as well as getting a job in Canada, further pursuing a citizenship. Any
And
other
Sumit,
question?
you're in 11th. Can I do the course after 2 years?
You can do the course after 2 years, so that's not a problem. But 12th के बाद भी कर सकते हो.
See, you can go ahead and start with your application process and everything by
Yes.
completing the hybrid program and creating your showreel and applying it, and complete the process. Worst come worst scenario, you won't go there, but the same showreel will help you to get the job in India.
Another thing
So
I
you
want
can just
Another thing I want
complete
to
that process.
Another thing I want to share here is for those who are going to Canada, you normally क्या होता है कि the in term this is part of the visa thing, and further down the line ये information बहुत important भी है for those who are convinced that they're going, कि आपको ना एक अकाउंट खोलना पड़ता है कैनेडियन बैंक में with a deposit amount of $10,200, which is what is the surety to the Canadian government कि आपके पास funds है आपके बच्चे के लिए, जो जो when you land in Canada, you go to that Canadian bank and you show your identity to the bank, and you can kind of take the money now on a regular basis like any other bank from Canada. So that's the thing is kind of a mandatory for visa purposes, besides the IELTS score and the letter of acceptance. Any other question that we have?
I think you have answered possibly all questions through your presentation.
Mhm.
But just in case, students, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And I think it's a great opportunity. And
Yes, yes.
anybody else have any questions before we call this meeting off?
Just,
So can we get some reactions to understand whether you liked it or you understood it by giving a thumbs up or
I,
by
I think Sumit has a
अरे मेरा
question.
वो गया तू करो अनम्यूट नहीं हो रहा है मुझसे बोल ना तू
Sumit? Sumit,
Yeah.
क्या हो गया?
Is there a scope in animation and VFX industry? There's a huge scope in the animation VFX industry, especially Vancouver में. It's like I said, it is the hub of the world. ये पूरे एनिमेशन
चलेगा आ रहा
VFX
मेरा
के जो काम है वो इतना ज़्यादा हो रहा है इन वैंकूवर, विच इज़ वाई उसको हॉलीवुड नॉर्थ भी कहलाता है. एंड नेटफ्लिक्स ये सब जो है दे आर एक्चुअली गोइंग टू मेक सम 7-8 feature films, okay, in Vancouver itself. They're opening up a big setup in Vancouver, and they'll be hiring big time. And being Netflix as a one of the best companies in terms of the OTT platform, now it's a great opportunity for you to kind of pass out from CEA and get employed by Netflix, where we can see their student work online. They have an Instagram account. So Ashish, if you can share the Instagram account of CEA, जहाँ पे ना बहुत सारे वीडियोस भी मिलेंगे बच्चों को देखने के लिए. I'll also check if I have that.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I'm
So,
going to do something unique here. Puneet,
Mhm,
I have a Facebook Messenger conversation
mhm.
which happened between Himanshu Paul and one of our old student Rohit Barve.
Okay.
Rohit is a student who has completed our course,
Mhm,
and तब तो अपना कुछ भी नहीं था, but अपने कोर्स के शोरील के ऊपर he
mhm.
moved to Canada, and
Oh,
now he is in Canada. He's working.
अच्छा.
This is 3 years ago story. And
Okay.
Himanshu Paul is a current student.
Mhm,
So I had introduced Himanshu with Rohit,
mhm.
and we have this small conversation that happened. Can you see on the screen?
Yeah, yeah.
So Puneet, it will help you also
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
So basically, this conversation went like this happened in April 23rd. I spoke about you to about
Right,
Himanshu just now,
right, right.
and I just introduced Himanshu to Rohit. He wanted some guidance about college and everything. I just introduced Himanshu to Rohit on my Facebook conversation.
Mhm,
And this is Himanshu. We had few questions. Student, ये questions आपके भी दिमाग में रह सकते हैं. Hello Rohit, as sir told, I am got admission in Langara College for Advanced Diploma in Animation course. So I wanted to ask few things regarding the course and college for admission. Is this college good or should I apply in any other college? Shall I go for masters rather than diploma? What would be the pay scale with and without experience? How much growth is there in this field? And also, since our country is in lockdown, what is the employment situation in Canada? Will it
mhm,
affect employment long term? Shall I consider these factors? See, this is a live conversation I'm trying to share. Usually, I don't do that, but since it's relevant,
mhm.
so this is Rohit's answer. Langara, I have heard is a good college. Another option is probably better is Capilano, but probably not much different.
Right.
Animation wise, they both are good. I don't know about masters or diploma, but I don't think it matters. They are going to teach you the same. I'd just go for whichever is cheaper. So this answers the questions कि degree चाहिए, master चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए.
Yes.
Then I'm guessing the pay rate is roughly 45K to 60K with 1 to 5 years experience. This is what exactly Punit said some time back.
Right.
This is something which he said in April 2020. However, employment is not great here at the moment. Depending on when your college ends, it might get better in that year. However, more than millions, when he talks about million, it is across all the industry and not only animation industry. उतना population भी नहीं है Canada का. But he was just trying to say that currently, this was in April 2020. So by the time you finish your course 2 years down the line, I'm pretty sure the industry would have picked up a lot of work would be there.
Right.
So also I think you will have a very small time frame. So this was basically about the work permit PR that he was talking about. However, those people are thriving in India actually. So if that part of your plan, then studying here might be a good option. So he meant to say, if you don't work in Canada, what is the prospect? So that also he said that completing this program will also give you an advantage to come back in India and work at a good pay scale. So I think this conversation will give you a lot of information because it is happening between two students and not between two marketing teams or a faculty and a business owner. So it's pretty honest and straight.
आशीष एक चीज और मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा, एक नहीं दो चीजें एक्चुअली. वन इज दैट कि now if you ask me as a student, okay, there is an option like इसमें भी पूछा था कि ऑप्शन क्या है besides CA Langara. So there is another very famous college called Vancouver Film School. Okay, अब Vancouver Film School is known over the years for a lot of students जो 3D और VFX का even gaming के courses करते हैं. But being a student from India, ठीक है, I'm talking about myself, I'm sure आप लोग भी same feel करोगे. वहाँ का कोर्स फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वैंकूवर में जो 3D एनिमेशन या VFX का या गेम डिजाइन का कोर्स है वो 1 साल का है. ठीक है, दैट मीन्स मैं 1 साल ही कर सकता हूँ वो कोर्स, वो डिप्लोमा देते हैं मुझे. मैं एज ए स्टूडेंट मेरे को ज़्यादा टाइम चाहिए क्योंकि मैं जब जाता हूँ कनाडा कुछ टाइम मुझे लगता है एडजस्ट करने में. ठीक है, in terms of being a student, I need some time to adjust to where I am, ताकि मैं अपने environment, अपने लोगों से friends बना सकूं, all that, and then I can focus on my portfolio, my studies. Okay, so 1 साल का कोर्स मेरे को मतलब खत्म हो जाता है by the time I realize अरे ये कोर्स स्टार्ट हुआ और ये खत्म भी हो गया 1 साल, पता भी नहीं लगा. So I need, as a student, I need more time to stay in Canada, get acclimatized and make friends, network, study hard, work and create a nice portfolio. So a 2 year program is a must for me as a student. मेरे को 2 साल चाहिए to create a nice portfolio and prove myself. Secondly, Vancouver Film School का जो cost है 1 साल का program, it is 27 lakhs, which is equivalent to a 2 year program. तो कोई मुझे एडवांटेज तो नहीं मिल रहा कि वो चीपर फीस है. ठीक है, सो व्हाई शुड आई गो फॉर अ वैंकूवर फिल्म स्कूल. थर्डली, वैंकूवर फिल्म स्कूल में जो आप 1 साल का प्रोग्राम करोगे तो आपको 1 साल का परमिट मिलेगा टू स्टे एंड वर्क इन कनाडा, जबकि मेरे को 2 साल के एडवांस डिप्लोमा प्रोग्राम करने पे 3 साल का मुझे स्टे एंड वर्क परमिट मिल रहा है. सो दैट इज एन एडवांटेज. मेरी कॉस्ट सेम है, मेरे को ज़्यादा टाइम मिल रहा है और मेरे को ज़्यादा टाइम इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्टडीज मिल रहा है एंड ज़्यादा टाइम मेरे को स्टे एंड वर्क इन कनाडा मिल रहा है. तो व्हाई शुड आई ऑप्ट फॉर एनी अदर कॉलेज. सो दैट इज समथिंग आई वांटेड टू शेयर. एज अ स्टूडेंट मैं आई वुड प्रेफर दिस. इज अ इनक्रेडिबल अपॉर्चुनिटी कि मैं अरीना पाथवे के थ्रू जाऊँ लांगरा, चूज माई स्पेशलाइजेशन, डू अ 2 year program, get into an internship with some of the best studios and further now prove myself so that they say ki we want to employ you. And once I get employed, next first year itself, I can apply for a fast track PR residency and get settled in Canada. That is an incredible opportunity anybody would look.
And I think Puneet, this is the only industry जहाँ पे आपका career fast track हो रहा है, because all
Yes,
the other industry you have to complete a 4-year engineering graduation or
true,
a commerce domain,
true.
either to do an higher education in other industry.
एक चीज और मैं बताऊंगा कि ये कल ही बोला ना somebody who was experienced enough. जैसे हमारे यहाँ पे होता है ना, ग्रेजुएशन तो कर लो, ठीक है, ठीक है, हमारी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपने 2 साल का एडवांस डिप्लोमा किया, आपको एक अच्छी जॉब मिल गई, अच्छी सैलरी, ठीक है, तो एक क्वेश्चन आया था कल बच्चे का कि मैं जॉब की जगह मैं फर्दर अपनी डिग्री कंप्लीट कर सकता हूँ या मास्टर कर सकता हूँ, तो उनका आंसर था कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप क्यों करना चाहते हो, क्योंकि आपकी इंडस्ट्री में मैं जरूरत नहीं है मास्टर्स की या डिग्री की, आपकी पोर्टफोलियो और शोरील जो है वो दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, योर स्किल इज इम्पोर्टेंट। सेकेंडली था कि अगर आप थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाओगे तो वर्क वर्क इन कनाडा, ओके, गेट योर पीआर रेजिडेंसी, जब आप सिटीजनशिप हो जाती है ना, आप सिटीजन बन जाते हो कनाडा के, आपकी जो फीस है, जो कॉलेज की फीस है, वो 50-60% रिड्यूस हो जाती है, क्योंकि इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट ज़्यादा पे करता है और सिटीजन ऑफ कनाडा 50-60% लेस पे करता है। तो इट मेक्स मोर सेंस टू कंप्लीट योर एजुकेशन इफ यू रियली वांट टू व्हेन यू बिकम अ सिटीजन ऑफ कनाडा। तो इट वाज लाइक अ वेरी वाइज आंसर, जो मुझे लगा कि हाँ, जो करना चाहते हैं वो एक बार ही सिटीजनशिप मिल जाए उसके बाद करें, व्हाई डू वांट टू पे सो मच मोर।
And as far as I know, हम जो इंडस्ट्री से बिलोंग करते हैं, आर्ट्स, बेसिकली आर्ट्स, I don't know any successful person in the same industry having a degree, be it
या
sports, be it dance, be it acting, film direction. Like you take a name like Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Amitabh Bachchan की डिग्री किसको पता है, शाहरुख खान की डिग्री किसको पता है, who knows what is Ram Gopal Verma's or Sanjay Leela Bhansali's degree. So basically in the field of art, degree and education is more to do with information and knowledge about that relevant industry and not a certificate. And
व्हाई वुड आई
even in
हैव
last 22 years,
व्हाई वुड आई
सारे
हैव
स्टूडियोज जो भी हमने प्लेस किए, सारे स्टूडेंट्स अपने इसी तरीके से प्लेस हुए. Yes, Puneet, go ahead. Sorry, there was a lag. I didn't
Yeah, yeah.
understand.
So I was just saying कि being a studio, if I want to hire somebody, I would hire in terms of their work. अगर उस किसी ने एवेंजर्स पे काम किया है, किसी ने जुरासिक वर्ल्ड पे काम किया है, उसका काम अच्छा है, मैं रादर उसको हायर करूंगा, रादर somebody who's done a masters in arts, और मेरे को नहीं पता वो परफॉर्म कर पाएगा, डिलीवर कर पाएगा. So it's the showreel, your portfolio, which is important. Your skill is important. What you perform, your last work is your best kind of output that जो आपने जो showcase कर सकते हो to the studio. So ना हमारे industry में ज़रूरत नहीं है for degrees or masters. It is more on your portfolio, your showreel, and your last work that you've done. जो important है for the studios.
See, the best part what I liked is कि education के entry पे वो लोग आपकी showreel check कर रहे हैं. यानी
Right.
by exit you are going to be amongst the top.
Exactly.
Usually when I take admission to masters, my scores are taken into consideration, GRE score, my educational score. And after 2 years of master, I still have to complete a project to get into a job. तो यहाँ पे आप already जा रहे हो with the showreel, means in 2 years your work is going to be even better. So companies are definitely going to consider you over anybody in the industry. It's as good as an experience that you're getting.
True.
I have got so many friends who have done masters from US. At the end of the 2 years, they have to show a project, which is the showreel that we call in our industry. और engineering के terms में it is a project. Internship होती है 6 महीने की. So it definitely works better. So anyways, I think it's time for taking a leave. So Puneet, I would really thank you for coming and doing this for us. We at Arena Tilak Road really appreciate you for the same. And I would just want Dr. Sunandar Ati, our Center Director, to add few words as a closing statement
Sure.
before
Ashish,
we
I've
leave
already,
tonight.
I've also shared the Instagram on chat also. You guys can see the student
Great.
works. Now, your sub videos and images are there. So Student works are also recently student works are also showcased.
Thank you, Puneet. Yes, Dr. Rati is with us.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Puneet,
Most like
and all my dear students. I'm really happy because I know every student who is interested in animation must be having a dream to go to Vancouver. And you have gotten great opportunity. I'm thankful to Arena for doing this tie-up and taking all efforts because if you just want to go or Canada, I know how much amount you have to spend. Here you are getting an opportunity where you are getting an admission. On internship, you are getting some money. You are earning out of it. You are creating your showreel. So if you want to have a right path to achieve heights in animation industry, this is an opportunity which you have to grab immediately. And if you grab this opportunity, this coming new year will come with a shining star. And I agree with Mr. Ashish who said that degree never matters in this industry. Whenever you are coming to Arena also, we always tell what you are creating, that is your showreel is important than your certificate. So along with Arena certificate, you show your showreel. Now here you are entering in a different world of Canada, Vancouver, and there your showreel will matter. I know Rohit Barve, whom Ashish referred now, he just did a graphic designing of Arena Animation Tilak Road because his dream was to go to Canada. He flied on his own and now he's flying with two wings. His efficiency, his willingness to go and travel. Here, Aptec is providing you one extra wing to fly. That is the internship plus admission and saving your 1 year. So I'm sure who are eager to go, they should take this opportunity and go and take decision immediately. Because if you are postponing your decision, you are delaying your career. Okay. And one more
Thank
information
you so
which
much,
Puneet has given,
ma'am.
that is,
Yes, yes. Sorry, there was a lag. You're saying something.
I just said ki one more information you got from Puneet, that if you are not 12th pass, but you are a 19 years old, so this is also a great opportunity because earlier it was 12th pass. So if
yes.
you are 19-year-old, you will get this opportunity. So please note each and every point which has been discussed here. And in any question, you can always contact Mr. Ashish, Renu, and Pooja at Arena Tilak Road. Thank you very much, Puneet, for sharing your experience thought with our students and sparing your valuable time.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And see you at the other side of the window soon. I hope we are able to start the institute. But till then, stay safe and keep practicing and keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, Mr. Rathi. Thank
Bye,
you so much.
everyone. Thank you.